Looks like a spaceship landed, doesn't it, in the, in the background there. Looks fabulous. I'm sure it will be when it's finished. Women's 100 meters, Deja Stevens goes in lane 1, the 30-year-old. Don't get to see her too often on the Diamond League circuit. Brie Rizzo, the Australian, and like the South Africans, already had a big season, equalled her personal best in Perth at the Australian Championships, where she finished 3rd. And again, a couple of Americans we don't see loads of necessarily, but Cabrera Sturgis is going to be in lane 3. Is in pretty good form, 10.98. That's her quickest for 3 years. That was in the States earlier this month. And then Celera Barnes had a great indoor season last year. She was actually 3rd in the Diamond League in Doha at the beginning of last season, looking to get the Diamond League season off to a good start here. Won the national championships at 60 meters indoors, so no doubt Barnes will get out quickly. Not sure what to expect from Shericka Jackson, the great world champion. Not sure she's yet in the sort of form where we haven't seen her over 100 meters yet this season. As such, was 2nd in the Diamond League in China over 200. And then Zoe Hobbs, we've got 3 or 4 people here. We're at the World Indoors. Zoe Hobbs, one of them, the New Zealander, was 6th in the final there. Again, had a very good indoor season. Maya McCoy, well, she took a chance, won the kind of international race in Doha before the Diamond League. Then we had a withdrawal, and she had got to race twice there, and is in good form. It says Liberia. I'm told, I think that she's going to go back to running for the USA, wants to. She accepted the chance to run for Liberia, but now wants to go back on that, getting close to 11 seconds. Now, Jasia Sears, watch out for her. Again, another great indoor runner. Sadly, injury last year after running 10.77 early in the year meant that we didn't see the best of her for the rest of 24. And then Rani Rosius of Belgium in lane 9. So the quick starters, you've got Sears in 8. Can she turn that into a big 100 meters here? Zoe Hobbs gets out quickly as well. Barnes the same. What are we going to see from Shericka Jackson right in the middle? The biggest name in this 100 meters, but is she going to be quick enough at this stage of her season? And what about McCoy? New name on the circuit to many, and her chance to show what she can do in this sort of company. So Jackson right in the middle. In lane 5, Barnes and Sturgis are the 2 Americans in 4 and 3 next to her. Hobbs in the yellow, then McCoy, Jasia Sears and Rosius closest to the camera. Women's 100 meters.
Sir.
Oh, a really good start from Barnes, and Sturgis got away quickly as well, and these two with half yard, although Barnes is beginning to go back. Shericka Jackson coming through the middle. Jasia Sears is going to be close as well. It's going to be tight on the line. Jackson might just get there. She does. McCoy storms through for 2nd. Well, we said we weren't sure what to expect from Shericka Jackson, and it's good to see. We want our big stars coming and running well. She doesn't look too happy, does she? But that was an emphatic win in the end. Not super quick. It's a warm evening here and a little breeze behind the sprinters, but 11.04, a good start for Jackson. 2 or 3 others got out of the blocks better, but by 50 meters she was certainly co-leading and then went on to take it, Tim.
Yeah, she did. I mean, actually a brilliant start, and you called it, from Celera Barnes. Look there in the headband, 4th from right, but it's almost like she just lost her rhythm there, and the power of Shericka Jackson, she carried on accelerating. They hit their top speed at around 70 meters, these sprinters. She just holds her form there. Look at that really symmetrical, beautiful looking balance. And coming through strongly on the near side, McCoy in the all black does well there, just easing out Jasia Sears, who takes a 3rd spot, a season's best for her, the same as the winner, Shericka Jackson. But yeah, Shericka Jackson very, very sober, Steve. I think she probably knows full well that there's a bigger fish to be caught later in the season. Much, much bigger fish.
I think she'll be pleased with that.
Just hurdles. So Elisa De Lazaro in lane 1. 12.91 recently. That was very close to her personal best. Elena Carraro. She's improved this year to 12.84. So 2 Italians with sub-13 credentials. Greece's Roble, 12.91. He ran recently. Here's the Italian record holder, Giada Camasi, 12.96. Ran that in Switzerland in Chodafon last year. I should say this year. So ran well in Chodafon last year. And alongside her, Messiah Russell, 12.17 to lead the world this year, Russell. What you can do here in these helpful conditions. Ali Armstrong, another really quick athlete. 49 for Armstrong, completing a trio of Americans in this race. Alexandra Webster, 12.81, and on the outside, Veronica Besana, fourth of the Italian quartet in this race. So 4 Italians, 3 Americans and a Cuban in the women's 100 meters hurdles. Masai Russell, second fastest woman of all time.
On your marks.
As they settle down, it's De Lazaro, Carraro, both of Italy in lanes 1 and 2. Roble of Cuba, 3. Camasi, Italy. Russell, Armstrong and Webster of the United States. And on the outside, Besana of Italy. And Russell away very, very quickly indeed. Armstrong also running well at this stage, and it's Armstrong who's got the advantage. Russell clattering into the hurdles. Armstrong comes through for an unexpected win in 12.54 unofficially. So what an upset that is. Gosh, that was very unexpected there. Russell looked as though she was absolutely flying over the first 4 hurdles. But then started to hit barriers. And it was Armstrong who came through. Armstrong's personal best came in Florida. Hasn't got much international experience, but held a composure there as Russell started to clatter into the hurdles and pulled away. Good 2 meters advantage in the end for Armstrong. It's 4th at the World Championships in 2022. Hasn't been running much internationally this year. NCAA champion back in 2022 as well. So 12.53 is confirmed. Armstrong, 12.53. Russell came through for second in 12.69 and Webster 12.71. Just 1/100th outside Webster's personal best to make it. Quickly moving along then. Women's 100 meters. Diviginque. Crystal slowly, seen lots of Crystal around the international circuit in recent years. Maya McCoy. That's not Amy Hunt. That's Maddie Jose Talau Smith, double silver medalist at the World Championships back at 2017. on 10.90 in P recently. This is Daryl Nita. She trains in Italy. She's got World Championship and Olympic Championship medals in the 4x100 meters. 4th and 5th over 100 and 200 at the Olympics last year. And top Italian in this field, Kelly Douala Edimo. Improved recently. She's only 17 years of age, but she's already run 11:36. So we are missing. We were expecting to see Amy Hunt in there, but she's missing from lane 4. So from the inside, it's Jinque, South Africa, slowly Jamaica, McCoy, United States. Then in lane 5, Talau Smith, Ivory Coast, Nita of Great Britain, and Douala of Italy in this 6-woman field.
On your marks.
Last year, it was Talau Smith from Nita into a very strong breeze last year. So once again, as they settle down, Jinque, Slowly, McCoy, that's lanes 1, 2 and 3, and then Talau Smith, Nita and Douala, lanes 5, 6 and 7.
Set.
A good getaway, and Talau Smith already imposing herself on this field, battling back on her outside, Nita, but Talau Smith takes it, and takes it well. So 10.83 for Talau Smith. That's a superb run from the Ivory Coast athlete. 26 years of age, but no sign of easing up at all. Impressive performance, and Nita doing well there. Must be a good time for Nita. Starting to get into a stride. Starting her season quite late, Nita. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's under 11 seconds as well. Look at this again. Talau Smith, always a quick starter. World Indoor silver medalist back in 2018. Nita at this stage, just a shade behind. It's McCoy who came through for the 2nd place. So McCoy, well, they've got a personal best there. McCoy comes here having recently run 11:02. Must be giving that to the top Italian. Everybody's getting a go at it.
Mamma, come farla sentire vecchia.
Wow. Talau Smith, 10.92, good run from her. McCoy just outside a personal best, and a season's best for Daryl Nita. So, hasn't had many races in Britain, but a good performance there. Daryl Nita, I'm sure, will be sharpening up over the coming weeks and really getting ready for Tokyo. Confirmed big-time performer. But Talau Smith, well, over the years, rarely disappoints. Obviously a very popular figure amongst this crowd. Good crowd in Brescia at this Campo Atletica Gabri Gabric. And in case you're wondering who Gabri Gabric was, she was one of the icons of Italian athletics in the 30s and 40s, threw the discus for Italy at the 36 and 48 Olympic Games in Berlin.
The early weeks of the 2025 outdoor season delivered 2 very different but equally revealing snapshots of women sprinting. From Rabat to Brescia, the message was clear. Speed alone is no longer the full story. Timing, execution, and resilience now decide everything. At the Rabat Diamond League, the the spotlight belonged to Shericka Jackson, whose long-awaited return carried far more weight than the clock alone could show. After an injury-ruined 2024 that kept her out of the Paris Olympics, Jackson's season debut felt symbolic. The race itself unfolded with early American aggression, as Celera Barnes surged out of the blocks and briefly threatened to control the narrative. But sprinting at the highest level is rarely decided in the first 30 meters. By halfway, Jackson's superior mechanics and composure took over. Her transition was smooth, her cadence controlled, and in the final strides, she simply separated herself from the field. The winning time, 11.04, was not historic, yet the message was unmistakable. Jackson is back, healthy, and once again the standard everyone must chase. Brescia offered a different kind of revelation. If Rabat was about reassurance, Brescia was about instability. In the women's 100-meter hurdles, expectations centered on Messiah Russell, one of the fastest hurdlers in history. Her start was electric, but precision deserted her mid-race. Clipped barriers disrupted her rhythm, opening the door for a composed Armstrong to capitalize. The result, Russell beaten, the podium reshuffled, underscored how unforgiving the event has become. Raw speed no longer guarantees control. Moments later, the flat 100 meters reinforced that same theme. With the field missing a clear favorite, the race evolved into a test of experience and execution. Daryl Nada entered still building form, while others gambled on explosive starts. It was veteran power and race intelligence that prevailed as the winner's aggressive but sustainable drive phase proved decisive. Nada's performance, though not victorious, hinted at progress, sharper mechanics, better top-end balance, and the promise of sub-11 performances ahead. Together, Rabat and Brescia illustrated the current state of women's sprinting. Jackson's return showed that true champions reassert order when healthy. Brescia, meanwhile, reminded the world that beneath that order lies volatility. Where margins are razor-thin, mistakes are punished instantly, and reputations offer no protection. In 2025, dominance must be reaffirmed every race, and survival at the top demands more than speed, it demands control.